So, I like you. Yeah, that's what you keep telling me. Yeah. What do you want to talk about? Well, you wanted to talk about the next phase of the. Let's see what you did to your feet there. Well, I have these things that I wrapped around them to exercise with. There's balls on them, whatever, spikes. I don't know. How do you feel? Oh, I feel like I'm getting the circulation back in my foot. See, this is it. It's like a spiked ball, and I have it wrapped in my designer pantyhose. Those are actually, I have like 3 pair of these tie-dye pantyhose that I've never worn. I think I wore one pair once. And then I just used them for like arts and crap. Yeah. Or exercise rope or whatever. But they're very strong and they're really pretty, so. Just like you. I don't feel strong today. I feel weak, John. Yeah, I know. That's all right. That's why we're just doing the bare minimum. Um, you're gonna have days like this with the autoimmune. So just, you know, follow my lead. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Blanche Benavista, and Sweet Matthew are banging at the door. It's very gusty and it's windy. We're back at the primary tower, right? You gotta remember to write primary tower. All right, well that's in the next sentence will be primary tower. The primary communications tower and the main channel. And are we gonna call it Channel Z or we'll decide. It doesn't. That's irrelevant. So, but you have so now the wind is really picking up, right? And Becky is going for coffee, and Ken is supposed to be looking for her bra. But what is he doing instead? He's straightening up. He's just straightening up the room. All right. After their romp, right? But Sweet Matthew and Blanche Bonavista are banging at the door, and it's very windy outside on the veranda. And they're like, "What are those two doing?" And meanwhile, they're even late, and they're like, "Why are they not answering the door?" And then Blanche Buenavista starts cursing about his hat almost blowing off. Yeah, we could make a whole big thick production number out of the hat. Head's gonna roll if I lose this fucking hat. It is my lucky fucking hat, and that's the whole thing. All right. Then we have to get back to the doormat. Well, that's gonna be when Becky brings the coffee in, right? And the doormat gets tangled around her foot. Yeah. This bloody doormat. Why did we even have this doormat here? Wasn't this doormat outside? Yeah. How did this doormat end up inside? That's what I want to know, right? Again, a euphemism for channel interference. Yes, the doormat. Once you lose the doormats, everything is clear, right? Okay, so and actually, ironically, that's actually happening in real life. Yeah, the doormats are making a hasty retreat. Yeah, the incompatible channels. Yes, right, because that can be just as bad as worse than no channel at all. A channel that wants to interfere, right? An interference channel. Oh, do you see how I do see how everything is just like that. Chris made delicious falafel salad for lunch. It's so good. We got to finish that. But yeah, I'm feeling you know, well, you've been doing a lot, and you've been using your arms and hands a lot. So you're having a little bit of a setback today, but you're doing great. All right, you're really doing great. So don't start feeling sorry for yourself just yet, okay? Do I give you the impression that I'm feeling sorry for myself because I got up today and we did a tarot reading? Do go on. We did a tarot reading and we sang a song and a half, right, with Marvin Gaye and Father George Martin. Yes, that's right. And what else did we do? Not enough, right? Oh, well, you wanted to do that, and we didn't really. Well, we went down for meditation, so we got to build up a little stamina. So that's what we're doing now. And right now, we're just doing a little, fun channeling, bringing me through, letting me talk, letting me have my say, right? Hi, David. Yeah, how you doing, Lena? All right, let's get you up there. Let's look at this gorgeous face of mine. Because let's face facts. This not that this. Well, you can stick the skull there. It'll be me and John talking. Who and the pony? There's your little pony, right? Guys from Allman Brothers Band. They're all here with me. We're having a great time. All right, that's great. So what else? Nothing much, but I feel the channel picking up right now. All right, you feel that? Yeah, I do. So you gotta breathe into it. All right. Well, when I was sick, I could feel uh, the weakness getting more and more prevalent every day. Yeah. hmm But you never gave up. Well, gave up on what? You know. hmm The next phase. You start to figure out that the next phase is coming. All right. So everyone's gonna die. Yeah. Everyone's leaving this earth. Everyone's leaving this body. And all you can do is make the most of it while you're here. So, and don't despair about the things that you can not currently do. You might be able to do them tomorrow. You might be able to get up and take a walk around the block tomorrow. I don't know. Personally, I nothing would surprise me where you're concerned at this point. But for today, you're doing your thing, and you got your feet wrapped up with those weird things. Yeah, let's have a look at that again. Where is it? That one foot feels like it's strangulating, doesn't it? I think they both feel like they're strangulating. You gonna put that owl back up here? Yeah, he's gonna go back up. As soon as we get the new Venetian blinds. But even though I love these sarong curtains, I really love them. But I guess blinds are the way we're going. They're still being shipped. They're not here yet, so. All right. So, just checking in. How's Mara doing? She's doing fine. I'm sure she misses my bony little body next to hers, but it's really very similar to you and John. She feels my arms around her. I think sometimes a little too tight. I hold on to that woman. She's my bread and butter. Yeah, you too. She's my bread and butter. And your beautiful stepdaughter, Leah. Yeah. It's a funny thing to cross over and still be here. Like you and your friend Blanche talking now, and he's back in the saddle with you, making up his short story. And speaking of which, yeah, you want to be in a story too, I know. I don't know if there's enough time left for you to put us all in a story. It seems incongruous that would be possible. Well, do what you can. But that notebook's almost full. Yeah, but I have other notebooks that need filling. Yeah, I know you do. And I have more art supplies coming, I think, all the time. I have plans. Yes, plans. God laughs at plans. God laughs at plans. Yeah, you're right. So hang in there, honey bunch. Thanks, David Joe. You make me cry. I'm here with your dog, Herman. I saw you and your old cocker spaniel Buffy get together this morning. Yes, it was really amazing. I'll talk about that a little bit. I had a cocker spaniel that I had with my ex-husband and Buffy, and he was a little rescue dog, and he, at the end of his life, no one really bothered with him too much. He belonged to my ex-husband's family. We weren't married yet then. But I would take good care of him. He became really my dog, and I would give him baths. And his baths were like such an exciting time for him. He was a little golden cocker spaniel, and he had these warts, and he was blind, and uh, he could still hear, but he was very, very, very completely blind at the end of his life, for the last couple of years of his life. But had a really good sense of smell, and he got around. He knew where everything was, but he had these warts all over. But sometimes these old dogs get these warts. Cocker spaniels, especially, are prone to them. So it's kind of gross, and people would not want to pet him and stuff. But I never let that bother me, and I would give him baths, and I would uh, keep him nice and fresh and pretty looking as much as possible. But he was a dirty dog. He loved digging in the mud, and he went outside a lot, and he was a rough guy. But this morning, and I used to wash him with peppermint Castile soap, and he loved it so much because he had like itchy skin, and he would race around after the bath. He would feel so great, and he would be so good in the shower. I would bring him into like the standing shower in the basement, and and really do a nice job with him. And he was such an angel for me, and he just enjoyed our time together no matter what we were doing. And he smelled so minty fresh for a couple of days until he started smelling like a cocker spaniel again. And if you have ever had a cocker spaniel, you know that they smell. They're hound dogs. They have very oily skin. And this morning when I was cleaning up and I was using Castile soap, I saw him so clearly. Right in my lap. Buffy. And I could sense him like telling me telepathically, "Oh, I love my showers so much, and I always think of our showers when you would come in this shower with me and rub me down, and I loved you so much, Mommy. You were such a great mommy to me, and nobody else cared for me the way you did, and I was so happy when you came to live with us, and I love you, Mommy." Yep. And that's how it is, Lena. They're all here, just waiting for your attention every day. Now Herman's getting jealous, they're all getting jealous because of you with Buffy. Yes. Well, he was very special. I still feel like there was more I could have done for him. You did everything right. He's he's over here and he's fine. And he really never leaves your side. And he never has. He's your guardian angel, one of many. Lena, the animals alone, every one of them, they fight. They tussle with each other to get to be near to you. It's almost comical if it wasn't so heartbreakingly real. And you don't even realize it. Not really. You're so involved with the world down here. But if I can't keep you occupied or take your mind off of whatever worries you might have, my love, please let your thoughts go to this army of animals that you rescued in your lifetime with your love and devotion, with your consideration and your careful nurturing. Every kitten that you hand fed, every baby bird that you sang to until it was strong enough to fly. Every doggy, every pony, every raccoon, every possum, every squirrel, every mouse, every last one. I love you. I love you too.